¿Qué pasó, mi amigos? I think I'm going to make my intro now. It's quite catchy. Anyway, fight review for Kazuto Ioka versus Donnie Nietes II. The fight happened this afternoon. It's currently around 1:30 in the morning. And I've had some time to soak up my thoughts about the contest. And I would say a very good performance from Ioka. Father Time is undefeated, as Donnie Nietes is handed his second loss. His first loss in 18 years, and his second loss as a professional. Unfortunately, Nietes is not the same fighter he was. And I said this from the very start, he would not be the same fighter. Being this old, and in the weight class that doesn't treat old fighters very well. It just didn't suit him. A relatively dominant display from Ioka. I got my prediction of Ioka winning correct. However, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. You could make an argument that Ioka won every single round. You could give Nietes a few rounds, but you could legitimately make a good argument that Nietes didn't win a single round. In general, a very good performance from Ioka. His body work paid dividends down the later stretch of the fight. Very good body work. He paid dividends, like I said. He put a lot of his attention into the body, put a lot of his work into the body in the earlier rounds, and you could see it started to slow Nietes down. His hands started to drop in later rounds. He started moving more rather than punching. Nietes was landing good counters, good counter right hand over the jab, and in the early rounds, but unfortunately the body work slowed Nietes down to the point where he couldn't really do that in the later rounds. I think this was the main factor in the fight. The body work was very, very good from Ioka. And in general, Ioka was the busier of the two. Nietes did quite some good work in rounds. Nietes wasn't winning these rounds by a landslide, but he was winning them pretty convincingly. But Nietes was doing good work in these rounds, but it just wasn't enough with Ioka's activity. He was the far more active fighter in this fight. So Ioka wins by a unanimous decision this time. All scorecards were heavily in favour of him. Can't remember them off the top of my head, but there were fair scorecards. I think the one most generous in favour of Nietes only gave him 3 rounds. So there's that. What to say forward? What's to happen after this? Well, we have the other champions in the sport. Fernando Martinez holds the IBF strap at super flyweight. Jesse Rodriguez holds the WBC strap. He's currently booked in for a title defence against Israel Gonzalez on September 17th on the Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin 3 undercard. And we have Juan Francisco Estrada, who might be doing a trilogy against Roman Gonzalez. It's still yet to be seen. Who holds, by the way, the WBA Super and the Ring magazine, and is generally the consensus number 1 fighter at super flyweight. We have, and obviously, you got the legend himself, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, who doesn't hold any straps, but they're both with Taiken, so it'd be an easier fight to make. And that would be a great fight also, as a shot for Ioka to get his strap, for Chocolatito, to get his strap back. And it's a very, very good division. It's my favourite division in boxing. I think it's, in general, in terms of competition, it's the best division in boxing, because the fights actually happen, the fights that you want to see happen. I think Fernando Martinez is booked for a rematch with Yarwan Angas, which I favour him to win again. And maybe we could see a New Year's Day fight with Fernando Martinez, since he was meant to fight Kazuto Ioka on December 31st before COVID restrictions forced him out to fight, and he fought Urji Fuganaga instead. But in general, it's a very good division. Some exciting times ahead for the division. I'm really looking forward to it. Not much else to say really, so I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet and simple and cut it off right there. So yeah, bye bye.